This week's free stock pick, SPPI, Spectrum Pharmaceuticals. We put some notes on the chart this week. This thing was $10 back in September. Big sell-off here. These sometimes can be worth watching for a potential bounce play setup. And then right here, where it finally kind of consolidated after this big sell-off, you can kind of see where you might be looking at this chart thinking, hey, maybe this is finally bottomed. And then a little extra confirmation here. You had a nice gap up last week. Decent volume on the gap up, and now it has kind of formed a little wedge pattern here. We're going to be watching this Monday for a potential, if it breaks, this is Friday's candle where the arrow is right here. If it breaks Friday's high, which was 474. So 475 will be a break of Friday's high. That'll be one potential trigger price for us. And then a couple days before that would have been last Wednesday, had a high of 486 or 485. Sorry, so 486 would be a break of kind of any recent high, and it could be off to the races after that. Now, this is a lower priced stock. As always, we always want you to protect your downside. So you only buy enough shares that if your stop triggers, you're still within your loss tolerances. So some people have a tendency to say, well, it's a $4 stock. Let me buy a bunch more than I normally would. And they can hurt you just as much as a higher price stock if you do that. So all your attention should always be on, if my stop gets hit, how much will I lose? Therefore, how many shares should I buy? We preach that every day in our live chat room. So this is just one of, we probably have about 10 on watch for tomorrow. We pick one at random each week to send out as our free weekly pick. And so that's what we've done this week, SPPI. And again, in our live chat room, we usually have, 6 or 7 other ideas that materialize throughout the session as well that we didn't even have on watch. Based on intraday action on scanners that we use, that we find set up. So that's what we're going to use for this week, SPPI, as far as our free pick. We will follow up on Monday night with whether or not we traded this and what we did with it, stop loss wise and profit taking, that sort of thing. So have a great night, and we'll talk to you next week.